Hello, my name is Salim. I am 20 years old and this is my story. It was an ordinary day. I woke up in the morning, ate some breakfast, brushed my teeth, took a shower, put on my clothes, and went outside. The weather was beautiful. The sun was shining. The birds were tweeting. There was a light breeze blowing and people were just enjoying the weather. As I was walking down the street, I saw a group of kids playing basketball. They were probably around 12 or 13 years old. And I stopped to watch them play for a while because they were really good. I don't know if you've ever seen kids play basketball, but they play with so much energy and enthusiasm. It's really fun to watch. And one of the kids, he must have been about 13, was wearing a baseball cap backwards. And I thought to myself, I haven't seen anyone wear a hat like that in a long time. So I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, do you mind if I ask you something?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." So I said, "Do you know where I can buy a baseball cap that has the same color as this one?" Because I really liked his hat. It was a nice blue color. And he said, "Yeah, I think there is a store a few blocks from here that sells hats just like this one." And he pointed me in the direction of the store. So I thanked him and I walked over to the store. But when I turned around to thank the kid and the other kids, they were all staring at me. And at first I thought maybe they were staring at me because I looked weird. You know, maybe I had something on my teeth, or maybe my shirt was inside out. But then I realized that they weren't laughing or making fun of me. They were genuinely staring at me as if they were trying to figure out who I was. And it freaked me out a little bit, so I started to walk away. But then one of the kids called out to me, and he asked me, "Hey, why did you ask us if we knew where you could buy a baseball cap? What are you trying to do?" And I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. But then another one of the kids said, "Yeah, what are you doing here? This is our turf." And I was like, "Your turf? What does that mean?" And then they all started to surround me and they wouldn't let me leave. And I was like, okay, this is not good. And I tried to push my way through, but they wouldn't let me. And then one of them said, "You're not leaving this park without giving us what we want." And I was like, "What? What do you want?" And he said, "We want your shoes." And I was like, "You want my shoes?" And then they all started to reach for my shoes. And I don't know what it is about this guy's shoes, but they were like, "Ooh, these are nice shoes. We want these shoes." And I was like, no, you can't have my shoes." And then they started to pull on my shoes and I started to pull back. And it was at that moment that I knew that my ordinary day had turned into a disaster. It was meant as a joke, but a tasteless one, the kind that turned my whole day upside down.